This video is brought to you by Powers.
Nothing like having a pop video with a glass of whiskey.
Man, did you hear when you opened it, it went pop?
You're gonna have to lick that because it's running down the side.
Hey everybody, welcome to Simple Diversion. I'm Rob.
And I'm Graham. And today we're gonna be talking to you about our top 5 Funko Pops.
Yes, can't wait.
So these are Funko Pops that Rob and I both own. So these are from our private collection. We are excluding Game of Thrones.
Yes.
I think they should just be in a class of their own.
Right, so we're, if maybe one day we'll make a video.
It's in the works.
Yes, yeah.
So.
Way to give it away. My top 5, and then Graham has his top 5. And what we'll do,
we'll work our way down to the winner. We will also have 2 honorable mentions. We are also just having a glass of whiskey, and today what we're having is some Irish whiskey, and this is Powers Yellow Label.
My honorable mentions are Dr. Zaius from the Planet of the Apes, the original movie, and Dustin from Stranger Things, which is a Netflix original. If you haven't seen Stranger Things, you must do it now. And then you have Dr. Zaius, who is the bad guy, the antagonist, and the
anti-human, really?
Yeah, he is anti-human. He is an ape. But I don't want to say
damn dirty ape.
Ooh, caught me off guard there for a minute. All right.
Now, next for my honorable mention, I have 2 that actually go together like peanut butter and jelly. Yes. I have Batman and Bane.
Like fireflies in a butterfly jar.
Yes.
Or a butterfly in a butterfly jar.
He is from the cartoon movie The Dark Knight Returns.
So he doesn't go, I'm Batman.
No, but he is this is a very actually rated R movie.
Is it?
For being a cartoon, there's a lot of blood, a lot of violence.
So kind of like the Killing Joke movie?
Yeah, so it's not for kids, it's actually for adults. So if you can get your hands on The Dark Knight Returns, Part 2 actually is my favorite. This is my favorite Batman outfit. It's got the Bat logo that I like. And you can also see wrinkles on his face, so you know this is the older Batman. Yeah. And another thing I like about him is he actually has a mouth. You don't see a lot of Funko Pops that have a mouth on him, so he's grimacing like he's
I don't think
ready
any
to
of
go.
my Funko, well, maybe a couple. You'll see.
Next one is Bane, and he is just from The Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises movie. Thank you. And
the best Batman there is besides Batman.
He's just self-explanatory. I don't really need to go into detail about him. He's really cool.
Next up, number 5.
Number 5,
on
guys.
Rob's list.
Cheers. Here
Cheers.
we go.
Whoop. Here we go.
Chew it. You gotta chew it.
My number 5 is Walter White and his underwear. If any of you guys have seen Breaking Bad, this is pretty much the opening scene of the series before they do the flashback and get to where they are. I like him a lot mostly because of his glasses.
And his underwear. He likes putting in his underwear.
That turns me on sometimes. His little mustache right here, Graham was talking about the mouth on his Batman. You don't really see a mouth here, but he does have a little nose and a mustache, which I think is pretty cool. You can see his shoelaces. He is in his underwear, a little button up. Part of it's tucked into his underwear, so I think that's kind of funny. And he's holding the gun, waiting for the police. And I don't know, there's something about the show that I really like, and I had to get this Funko Pop. So definitely in my number 5. My
number 5 is gonna be Luke Skywalker. And partly because I like the pop, the other part is because I love Star Wars, and he is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. This pop is special to me too because it came out in 2011, so it's starting to get a little bit higher in price. Not out of reason, but
like 180.
No, I think right now he's going for about $44.
Okay.
Something to keep in mind really quick with Star Wars. They did re-releases on a bunch of the pops. So the originals actually have the kind of the blue and white Star Wars,
nice.
Where the newer ones have the black and white and gold. So be careful when you're buying that you're not thinking it's older than it really is, because they re-released them. So you can get this exact same one, but he was released a couple years later. He's not as valuable as this one.
Yeah.
So and he's got his green lightsaber, and he's wearing the all black with the black hand because obviously after The Empire Strikes Back. So my favorite movie of the Star Wars, my favorite character. So obviously this is one of my favorite pops.
I like it a lot. Oh, my number 4 pop is Edward Scissorhands. Now, if you haven't seen Edward Scissorhands, you are
Sheltered.
Sheltered, yeah. Anyways, I really like Edward Scissorhands. They have a lot of detail, especially in his uniform, whatever you want to call that, his suit, all the chains and medals that he has. His scissors, there is some paint mess ups there, but that's okay. It doesn't bother me too much, but I do like the scars on his face. You know, he always cuts himself. He has a little scratch and he cuts himself. I don't know, Edward Scissorhands is one of two of my favorite movies, the other one being Braveheart. Will we see William Wallace in my top 5? I don't know. I do have him, but you'll just have to wait and see.
Anticipation's killing.
But Edward Scissorhands definitely is one of my favorite. I recently just got him. He's not going for too much. I think I might have gotten lucky and got him for about 26.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean, you can get him on eBay, Amazon. You can't really find him at stores anymore. I think what gets me is the beginning of this movie when the grandmother is telling the granddaughter a story. It reminds me of like the Grinch kind of style. The town is perfect, you know, everyone goes to work at the same time. There's something about that movie that speaks to me.
Well, it's all so colorful in their community, but then there's this dark, ominous.
It is Tim Burton's best movie, you know, I think.
He usually doesn't have a lot of color, so but he's going like the extra mile with the color just to show the difference between the two worlds.
Difference between the mountain and the, So that's my number 4.
My number 4 is going to be one of my newest ones, and this is the classic Superman. This one just came out, and again, in recent videos, you all know that I love Batman way more than Superman, but I'm still a Superman fan. You know, I watch his movies.
And you put him in front of your Batman.
I did.
Wow.
The reason I really like this one is he's got the classic pose with the classic suit. I love the lighter blue color of the movies or the cartoons from the earlier days. The curl in the hair. You know, it's just
the classic curl.
I love the pose where he's just like got his hands on his hips and he's saying, "I'm here and I'm gonna take care of business." I think a lot of it too is just the coloring of the old classic.
I like how the S isn't just painted on, but it's almost 3D. I have yet to have a Superman. So as soon as I get one, this will be the one I get. Eventually.
I think I do have like 5 Batmans and only 2 Supermans.
Okay.
So you can just tell how much I like Batman.
Oh yeah.
But this is a great pop and I love it.
My number 3 pop is Venom. Now Spider-Man is my favorite superhero, which you all know, and he's right here, but he did not make my top 5, and I'm sorry. But I do love this Venom. He is a bobble. He's a little heavier than other bobbles. He's not so light. I love the paint job in his face, his eyes, everything about him. His tongue makes him look like Kiss, like he always says. And he does have the mouth. He shows the teeth. There's something about this pop that just, you know, kind of speaks to me, just like the other one. So
he's different. He
is different. He's a villain. He's a villain from my favorite superhero. So, and he's probably my favorite villain of all time.
Cool.
So. Venom.
My number 3 is also going to be a villain, and this is probably one of the best villains of all time.
Yeah.
This is Darth Vader unmasked.
Wow.
Love this one.
Those scars are freaking detailed,
it's awesome,
man.
And I do have the Darth Vader, the GameStop exclusive pose where he's doing the death grip with the Force, but I like this one better. This is nothing special for availability wise or price wise. You can get him for $8 or $9.
Really?
But he is still cool. When he does become unmasked in the Return of the Jedi, you're always like, you want to see more, and it's so mysterious, and I think with an unmasked pop, it just looks cool. He has the scars on his head. They're raised, so you can actually feel them. He's got some redness around his eyes because there's no sun, and he's been kind of beaten and battered. So, and his suit is very detailed, so this would be my number 3. Darth Vader unmasked.
All right, my number 2 pop is Robin Hood from Robin Hood, the Disney movie. I do love me some Robin Hood. He is the only Disney pop that I have. My favorite Disney movie is Peter Pan. Not gonna get him, he's too expensive. Maybe one day down the road.
They do have another Peter Pan where he's flying.
Really?
That's not expensive at all. It's like a remake. Like Peter Pan's flying.
Yeah, that's cool.
So look him up.
I'll have to look him up. But I do like Robin Hood a lot. He's got his bow and arrow, he's got his quiver on the back, his long fluffy tail, his awesome hat. Come on, you got the feather, the pointy hat. And he's freaking cute, man. My
number 2 pop in my collection is gonna be Superhero Kermit.
Oh.
They only made 3,000 pieces of this, and it is a Emerald City Comic-Con exclusive from 2017, limited edition. I think the reason I really like this one is because it's Kermit the Frog as a superhero. Like,
That is awesome.
you don't see that every day, and he's just got...
And there's only 3,000 of him in the world.
Yeah, he's got like a mask, a cape, and he's smiling, and
he's got a mouth.
it's just cool. And it's not something that you always see, and that's why he would be in my top 5, is because he's so unique.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like Kermit the Frog?
Hero. So who would win? Robin Hood or...
Well, I don't know. I don't even know what powers he has.
Well, he's got to be like Superman.
But if he's got any
the
powers, he could probably take him out.
Probably, yeah.
What do you guys think?
My number 1 Funko Pop
This is a surprise,
that I have
folks. This is a surprise.
is the Joker from The Killing Joke. Now, the reason I like him is because of his top hat, obviously. His little, you know, Florida, Hawaii looking t-shirt that he's got on. He's holding a camera and a nice drink. I don't know. There's something about him that just, you know, he is the Joker, and it's
like the Joker on vacation.
It's a joke, man. Yeah. So it's, I don't know. I love the color scheme. It's got the purple hat with, you know, he's got his green hair here.
But it's that classic Joker hat. I like that.
Right. And you all want a vacation. I mean, everyone wants a vacation every once in a while. So every time I see this pop, I feel like I'm on vacation.
A vacation from his problems. And my number 1 pop that I own is going to be my Ace Ventura pop. Grew up watching this movie, love both of them. Hilarious. Jim Carrey does a great job. And
Looks like you just came out of a rhino's butt.
he's got his Hawaiian shirt on, and then he's whipping out the Ace Ventura Pet Detective card. And the hair is great. It's got the wave in the front, and then even the wave in the back. The reason why I love this pop is because of the character itself, and he's just got a lasting memory with me as a childhood movie that I love and I still love. So
yeah, I actually haven't seen that movie in a very long time. So, and it's probably one of my favorite Jim Carrey movies, along with, I like The Mask a lot.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber,
Hilarious.
of course. Liar, Liar. He's got a lot of good movies.
There are top 5 Funko Pops that we own right now, and this is ever changing because as you collect, you know, you get ones that you like better than others, or that grow on you a little bit more. So
yeah,
next month
it changes every month.
Different.
You get new ones. You change your mind on some. There's a single pop that you can get, and that would obviously be in your top 5. What would that pop be?
As of right now, and I mentioned this in the last video, I've really liked the Genie from Aladdin.
Yeah,
like that would just be one that
cool.
I really want, and he's really cool. Maybe it's because I know I can't get him, and that's why I want him so bad.
Yeah,
so
he looks really cool. Mine would probably be Peter Pan. So, yep.
Those that are just out of reach.
Well, and the Game of Thrones ones that are coming out, obviously.
Yes.
I wish I could get those a little sooner.
Pre-order. Yeah, guys.
Yeah.
Westworld, Game of Thrones.
Nickelodeon.
Those are all coming out.
Yep.
What do you think of our top 5?
Yeah.
Are there any that you would put in any particular order different than what we have? This was just something to show you what we have and what are our favorites, and to show you what's out there to collect.
Right.
There's everything under the sun.
Yeah. And let us know what some of your favorite pops are.
All right, guys, let us know what you think about this video. Please like and subscribe. We are at 41, Rob.
Yes.
We got 9 more to go to get the 50.
41 in what, 2.5 weeks? Less than that?
About that. So thank you, guys.
Yep.
Your
Thank
support
you
has
very
been
much.
awesome.
Keep it up with the comments, too. We love hearing from you guys.
Thanks for stopping by, and as always,
See you soon.